good day and welcome to a new video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe! Yeah, and welcome to Weekly Tips, where I put some sense in your tip jar. Welcome today. Today you're joined by me, Daniel, and we're going to be drawing a pug's head. So let's bark on into this and draw this pug's head. As you can see, I start out drawing a side view and I break it up to simple shapes. You can see the simple shape outline that I initially create, and then over top of that I then go into more detail, breaking up the different parts of the head there is here. The ears, the eyes, the nose, just going into a little bit more detail and just taking away from that shape or adding to that shape if I need to. But doing that initial overall shape does really help to get your pug right and get the overall shape of the pug. So getting those initial shapes in first is really important. Then, I add a little color here. I'm adding black and white, adding my grays here, just to show a little bit of initially what it could look like if I was to take it further. And then, I go into a simple front view. Again, I kind of do an overall shape, and then I draw over it, breaking up the parts I do need to, adding in details as I go, jotting down little notes as I go as well, and keeping on working on it and fixing it up. Then from there, I start to add a little bit more tonal kind of a study there as well. Add a little black and white in there just to make sense of my drawing a little bit more as I move forward. As well as going back and forth, editing details, just fixing little things, not too important stuff. From here, it's not so important. The little details like all the folds and it's where the ears actually go, and those little details, they don't matter so much after finding that initial shape. But once you find that initial shape, you find the primary shapes and the form that goes into this animal, this pug that you see here, then you can go and add all the details you like and keep working on it as much as you like. So that's what I do, I fix it up and I get into quite a bit of detail, as you can see that I push it a little bit more. Usually in these ones I don't go too far, I just, kind of draw the side view. I don't really add much detail. But because I quite enjoy drawing pugs, that I did want to go into a little bit more detail here and try to get it looking pretty cool, pretty accurate, but it's not exactly necessary to. Now you might notice this video is a little bit longer than my normals, just because it did take me about an hour and 40-ish minutes to actually draw all these 4 drawings. And that's mainly because I went into a little bit more detail in the drawing. So I didn't want to speed it up too much that, I'd have to kind of speed through the talk and kind of not talk enough, I guess, about like each drawing that I'm doing. And yeah, this front view, I'm kind of tackling quite a few things here. I'm seeing, understood what, I took from the side view, where, the nose and everything fits, and really apply it to the front view. And having these 2 views does help to go into the next view, which is 3/4 view, because that way you can kind of see within space where everything kind of fits within a pug. Yeah. So I feel it's really helped. Again, you can see me kind of draw the initial shapes here first, of the pug. Now, like I said, you may need to break it up even more or use more simpler shapes. Use a whole circle, and then break up this circle into this pug shape a little bit more. Or you know, with the ears, you may need to make them a little bit more triangular to begin with, and then start to shape and mold them a little bit better. It just comes with practice. You can break them up to these simple shapes though. As you keep moving forward, then you can slowly, you know, take away and break into these shapes to form the pug a little bit better, you know, as you go forward. Again, you know, adding in the blacks as well, just to show, you know, the different patches of the pug. There's another thing, you know, the show the nose, where the nose actually breaks up, and the big juicy kind of brown lips that these guys have. Really showing that off by using a dark tone. And same with the ears, you know, showing that dark ears. Yeah, I really think, you know, a little bit of that dark tone does help, with dividing, you know, the parts of the face, the parts of the head a little bit better. Yeah. Awesome. So, you know, thanks for, you know, coming in. If you have come into this weekly tips, I do, you know, have these weekly tips every week, and I draw many topics. So far, I've done a lot of animals, and, you know, I've talked about so many things, in the past. So I really do appreciate it if you support this channel. Feel free to subscribe to see more of these kind of videos. Anywho, you know, from here I go into something a little bit more interesting. Once I have understood the creature, the pug, a little bit more, then I go into a more fun pose. Um, and this is just a kind of a simple kind of a pose though. It's kind of a front on view with a little bit of character in there. He's poking his tongue out a little bit. So it's something I wouldn't recommend starting with, you know, because, you know, you don't see kind of the initial structure of the pug. I'd really, you know, I would do this after you've done a few drawings of the pug. Because yeah, the tongue can get in the way where it's supposed to fit. Also, because, you know, his nose is pushed up, and you know, he's got a bit of a open mouth there. You can see a lot more folds in his face. So really understanding the structure of the pug first will help into drawing something more unique and interesting, like this picture here, where he's panting maybe from running. I could have picked something a little bit more dynamic, but this was, I felt, an interesting pose to try. Um, or character emotion, you know, because with dealing with the face, it's a little bit more giving him emotion as well. Um, and also, you know, once you understand everything, then you can also push it as well if you like. Um, you could have his tongue come out more than what it actually is in the image, and add a little bit more emotion, if you would like. If you understand it all, then you can really push it as well. And that's the thing. I haven't really done that here. I've just kind of gone for the whole drawing and try to draw it accurately, basically, at the moment. Um, but, you know, if I was to take this further, I could push it a little bit more so that tongue is coming out a little bit more. And you maybe even open his mouth a little bit more. I'm not too sure. Just change it a little bit, not too much, but you know, add in something extra. I'm looking at possibly painting it as well. Do a little painting this pug's face. Yeah, from here. I'll show you a bit of kind of fur and folds that could help. So you'll check that video out in the next week or so. You'll see that video come out where I will be painting pugs, which you can check out next week. So that's been me drawing pugs today. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know down in the comments if you guys enjoyed this, if you do like drawing pugs, you've seen pugs, you do enjoy seeing pugs, anything like that, love to know. Keep drawing, guys, keep creating, and see you in the next video.